Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, the 28th of June, 2022. It's 11:34 a.m., which means it's time for our midday mindful moment. A couple minutes after the half-hour mark, I had some people make an impromptu visit, so I was delayed just a couple minutes, but grateful to be here now. Yes, this is the Midday Mindful Moment. I'm Reverend Jonathan Zenz, the senior minister here at Unity of Tucson. And this mindful moment is an opportunity that we take right in the middle of every weekday to engage some spiritual practice. And we do this every day to be consistent in that practice, because when we are consistent in our spiritual practice, life gets better all around. So my life has gotten better. How about you? Do you foresee your life getting better through engagement of spiritual practice consistently? I hope so. Trust that. Trust that. Trust that. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment and let me know that you are here. Always grateful to have those comments shine through. You know, sometimes I get comments from people after the fact, like they watch on the replay. And I know that Sherry watched on the replay yesterday, but there she is live today. Annie sometimes watches on the replay. So sometimes I want to make sure that I do shout outs to those who watch on the replay, because I try to do shout outs to everybody who watches live. I will offer this reminder, and that is to say, you are love, you are light, you are life, you are magnificent. And I'm so grateful that you shine your light and share your magnificence with the world. Keep doing that. Jerry and Darwin, grateful to see you here this morning as well. Becky, hello. What do I have to say today? So over the weekend, you know, and I don't want us to get totally lost in all of the challenge of the feelings of challenge in the world, because we can get really lost in that. And it actually ties in totally to what I want to talk about today. And it is a cornerstone of my approach to ministry, that we really, really once and for all let go of something that we are taught from a very early age. I'll get to it, I promise. Cindy, hello to you. So over the weekend, as I'm experiencing the news cycle, I'm a news junkie. I tell people that all the time. I am a bit of a news junkie, and I'm okay with being a news junkie because I have an approach to how I experience the news, and that is the news translates itself into my personal prayer list. And so as I experience hearing what's happening in the news, I engage my mind in the direction of the affirmative, in the direction of the constructive in relationship to the things I'm hearing. And so that's part of the habitualization that comes with a consistent spiritual practice, is that we can actually train ourselves to do that and not feel like we are subject to those things out there. So in the news cycle, I heard a bit of what Gavin Newsom, who's the governor of California, said in relationship to the news that came down last week. And one of the things that he said, and I put it right into the description here, he said, "It's decisions, not conditions, that determine our fate and future. It's decisions, not conditions, that determine our fate and future." That is a pure new thought statement. It is a pure new thought statement. It is decisions. It is it is the use of mind. My watch was talking to me. It is the use of mind that allows us to shift the conditions out there. Like I said, this is a cornerstone of my entire approach to ministry. We are taught until we have to retrain ourselves. We are taught that we are subject to conditions in the world. Just for a moment, consider for yourself the ways in which you look to conditions in your world to prove something for yourself. And maybe consider that the condition is just the condition and has no bearing on the truth of your being. As we make decisions, as we shift our thinking, as we shift the belief system, as we recognize and address the feelings that are tied into those thoughts and beliefs, we change our minds, and in those decisions, we change the conditions. The conditions will always follow suit. That is what I firmly hold and believe. The conditions will always follow suit. So I talked a little bit about the rally. I think that yesterday, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, you can go and look at what I was talking about in terms of like the rally, where everything becomes active and kind of extreme before it dissipates entirely. So I think that's what we're experiencing in this world. We're experiencing a rally right now, and everything, I believe wholeheartedly that everything is going to change very shortly. And what that change looks like, I am not stepping into a place of outlining what I think it should look like, but what I will hold firm in my own heart is the understanding that as I engage mentally and in that belief space and feeling space with the change, that it must be constructive, that it must be affirmative, that it must be cooperative, that it must be inclusive and unifying for all. I think we're on the precipice of a major collective shift in consciousness. But it is decisions, not conditions, that determine our fate and future. And so let us utilize our minds collectively. Let us choose to utilize our minds, well, first of all, individually, from the individualization of the infinite, and allow that individualization to transmute itself into the collective. And the more we do this personal work, the more we are doing work for the collective. So let's do that. What do you say? If it is safe and comfortable for you to close your eyes, let's enjoy some affirmative prayer treatment now. I choose to close my eyes to turn the attention to the decision-making space of the inner life. And it is right here in this moment that I acknowledge and affirm and recognize that there is only one infinite power and presence. There is only one source. There is only one resource. There is only this principle, energy, creative source that we call God. We call it spirit. We call it universal consciousness. We call it by many names. And yet it is beyond naming. It is an insight. It is a feeling. It is magnificence. It is infinite. And being infinite, there can be nothing separate from it. So no thing is separate from this magnificent creative power, this magnificent creative source, this principle. And everything that is expressing in form is this energy at the vibration of form. And this is inclusive of each and every one of us. We are this power and presence. We are the light. We are the life. We are pure love. Conscious unfoldment. That is what we are. And everything we experience is conscious unfoldment. And I know that we are active in the creation of the experience through the decisions we make. And so I choose in this moment decisions for every aspect of life that are rooted in cooperation, appreciation, evolution, understanding, inclusion, unity, diversity, joy, harmony. I choose to let these be the inner decisions that are ingrained to such a degree that they have become a new habit in that thinking, believing, and feeling space. And knowing that this is embedded as an embodiment. Everything that flows forth in my experience is rooted in that. And I trust this to be so for each and every one of us. I hold firm in my resolve that this is so. And so I release any notion of anything contrary to forward-moving, loving activity. I live in the realm of active decisions at all times. And I know these decisions are for good and also for good. So it is with a grateful heart overflowing with joy and gratitude, that I simply let it be. I relax, trust, know, and allow. I allow this word spoken to activate the infinite law, that law of cause and effect, the law of mind action, the law that says, yes, 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 my beloved, I return to you exactly what you put in. And so I know that this is done, and I let it be so. I affirm it by saying, and so it is. And so it is. Good morning, William and Anita. And good morning again, William, whom I saw out. He was biking on the loop when I was walking on the loop this morning. Always grateful to run into people outside of just the church. There we go. Yeah. So join me again tomorrow for the Midday Mindful Moment. Grateful to share this time with you today. I will be here again at 11:30 a.m. Right here on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching from. Also, you can join tomorrow, 12:30 in the afternoon, right here. If you want to be here in person for Unity's prayer service, I would love to see you there. And that is in person only. You can join in person or online on Sundays. 9:30 is our guided meditation. This week, our guided meditation will be led by one of our prayer chaplains. And so I'm looking forward to that. And at 10 o'clock is our Sunday celebration. Would love to see you there. Join us in person. You know, if you've ever considered and you're like, oh, I love watching at home and I've never really gone down there in person, come join us in person sometime if you are able. We'd love to welcome you, and I would love to give you a hug if you're a hugger. Not everybody's a hugger. That's okay. All right. I'm yammering on at this point, but I love to share this time with you. I'm going to go continue to be heavily meditated, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Peace and blessings to you. Be well. Namaste.